General Racton and Darth Barris request additional agents.
Relay to Station 7. Updating tactical projections.
I have 3 fixers who need extraction from the Vuta. Listening posts are done, but...
Sir, go on ahead. I'll have the Minders debrief your team while you wait for Keeper.
It looks like you're in crisis mode. What's going on?
It's been like this since the fighting intensified. We've rushed training, gone to 16-hour shifts.
Sir, Operation Kingstalker needs you.
I have to go. I'm sure we'll talk more.
Raina Temple, you're debriefing.
My first. I'm a little nervous.
It isn't my office anymore, but Keeper is occupied and I thought we should talk. It's been a long time, Agent.
The new Minister of Intelligence. You've signed off on my brainwashing.
Remote?
Scan complete. No listening devices found.
Broadcast mode. White noise 10 minutes, then leave. Yes, I did approve your programming. I also know you stole our files, and I know you freed yourself.
I gave my life to the Empire. Is this how you reward loyalty?
The Sith wanted you under control. You survived Darth Jadis. How long before you defied another on the Dark Council? The programming was a safeguard, and if I hadn't approved it, you'd be dead. I don't plan to tell anyone you're free.
The Republic had the keyword. Where did they get it?
That's an excellent question. The SIS should never have possessed Imperial brainwashing codes. Arden Koth's shuttle was found abandoned in space without any data on your shadow arsenal. And according to our records, there's no evidence of an Agent Hunter ever existing.
He doesn't want us finding any evidence of himself or the operation.
Agreed. Given what we know, I find that disturbing. Someone, your hunter or his employer, is manipulating this war for his own ends. Someone with access to both Republic and Imperial resources. This someone gave Arden Koth your keyword. We need to find out who and why.
What sort of person could pull those strings? Imperial intelligence and SIS, not to mention Jedi and Sith.
Let's not elaborate on theories until we have facts. Fortunately, the trail is still warm. Yesterday, a man fitting Hunter's description boarded a shuttle to the Eisen 4 asteroid colony. 9 hours ago, we received this message.
Imperial Fleet Command, this is Representative Omana Trog of the Eisen 4 mining colony. We have been monitoring your victories in this sector. While we continue to accept refugee transports, our defense systems are minimal and our population is 90% civilian. We cannot afford a confrontation. Under Republic law, I am authorized to discuss terms of surrender. All weapons powering down.
Our forces will arrive there tomorrow. We don't know if the colony's surrender is related to Hunter's arrival, but I want you after him.
If Hunter is still at the colony, I'll find him.
Very well. We'll speak again soon.
That's... Oh, can you smell that? Those are bodies.
Stop right there, you slime. No Imperial sets foot in my home.
Last I heard, Eisen 4 surrendered to the Empire. What's going on?
Ha! Like you don't know. Someone sabotaged colony control. It started 2 hours after the surrender. First the tram accident, then the air filters, and the decompression. Assassin protocols and the medical droids? We surrendered. Why did you do it?
Whoever's behind this wasn't one of ours.
Then who?
Sedative administered. Lethal overdose possible.
I'm sorry, sir. He's dying. If there's anything we need to ask...
I need to know if you've seen an SIS agent. Codename Hunter.
What? The SIS? He went to colony control before we lost contact. I don't know if he made it out. But now it's sealed up tight. No one could make it past the...
Hold still. I have some painkillers.
Not enough. But thank you.
I know they're Republic, sir, but can we avenge them anyway?
Identifying. Colony control systems locked down. Enter code. Remote access in progress.
I don't recognize any of this equipment. If Hunter set it up, we should probably contact headquarters, so we don't, I don't know, blow up the colony?
Eisen 4 colony to Imperial Intelligence headquarters. Secure routing. This is Cypher 9. There's some sort of device here.
Cypher 9? I got your report, but we can barely read you. What's going on?
Most of the colonists are dead, and the control center is a wreck. Hunter might be responsible.
I'm linked into the colony's communications relay. Strange tech interference. Fixers don't recognize it, but I can shut it down. You followed me. You cut off control. I'm a little put out. Not that it really matters. I'm long gone. I got my massacre, and besides, it was for propriety more than anything.
What do you mean? Who ordered the colony destroyed?
Look, I don't have anything against that place, but if you want a war to start right, you've got to grease the wheels. When the Republic hears that the Empire slaughtered thousands of colonists who surrendered, there won't be any more peaceful resolutions.
Why make this conflict bloodier than it has to be?
I'm making the war exactly as bloody as it has to be. Time for me to go, and you need to stop coming after me, Cypher 9. Because without anonymity, you won't last long, and I can make your operations very public. Blast. I couldn't trace him. I'll pull what I can from the machinery, but he's more right than he knows. The survivors are a problem.
These people surrendered before, and they're half dead. They won't be trouble.
As soon as word gets out what happened, other worlds we've captured will rebel. Watchers 7 and 9 are... strategizing. They recommend eliminating the survivors on Ison 4, so the news of the massacre is contained.
The colonists are a resource we can still exploit. We just need them under control.
Sir, look. I can give you the coordinates of the largest cluster of life forms. Maybe you can negotiate something. But I need to send in the death squad soon. Your reputation may be secure, but mine isn't.
Take the injured and go! Go!
I am Representative Omana Trog of the Ison 4 mining colony. The fool who surrendered to the Empire. What do you want of us now?
Listen to me, Representative. I want to get your people out of this alive. Tell me what you need to get off this colony. We don't have much time.
You're not serious.
It's the escape pods, sir. They were sabotaged along with everything else.
Fight us.
Not much worse they can do to us, is there? If someone could activate the fail-safes, we could leave this rock.
When you're gone, spread the word. Eisen 4 was not destroyed by the Empire. It was a member of the SIS.
Save us and I'll repeat any story you want.
See that the escape pods are functioning. We thank you. We'll take it from here.
The Emperor and his proxies have made their intent clear. Their fleets are entering the core systems. They have broken the Treaty of Coruscant. Survivors in the Mid-Rim report the near wholesale slaughter of colonies. Surrender isn't enough. They only want death. Let there be no mistake. We are at war.
Display off. Tell me, Cypher, what's your assessment of your mission at Eisen 4?
We identified Hunter's role in a clandestine operation, even if its purpose isn't yet clear. We also captured evidence.
Yes, that evidence. The device used to sabotage the colony. Fixer 12 recognized the override technology from Operation Starbender 8 years ago. That mission was also an anomaly. How are the new Watchers working out?
Their brains are faster than mine, sir, and they don't need as much sleep. This generation seems promising.
When's the last time you were off duty?
46 hours, 19 minutes. The department's been busy.
Tell him about Starbender.
Starbender was a disaster, or it should have been. A pirate fleet was about to destroy an Imperial base when the pirates' flagship exploded. It was sabotaged by unknown persons. We were saved using the same technology that destroyed Eisen 4. Realizing that, I reviewed other lucky incidents, Operations Morning Crest and Vanity, looking for other occurrences of this technology.
That's when you found the recording?
Yes. Caught by accident 4 years ago, simultaneous with Morning Crest.
Reporting. I am inside the SIS. Maintain cover for 6 months, then proceed. Guard your thoughts when near the Jedi. Understood.
These people have been intervening in our affairs. I assume you recognize the voice.
I recognize the servant, but not the master.
Yes, go on.
At the Minister's suggestion, the Watchers and I began searching the unsolved case files for patterns of outside intervention. We found 62 relevant incidents so far. The oldest go back centuries, before the Empire revealed itself to the galaxy. But 9 are from the past 5 years.
Whom do you deem responsible?
In my analysis, an organization with espionage training and extensive resources, unaffiliated with the Republic or the Empire. Motivations unknown.
Hunter tried to use me, and then he tried to kill me. I want to return the favor.
With the Republic at our doorstep, now is not the time to be chasing conspiracies and ghosts, but we have little choice. Someone is manipulating this war. Someone who destroyed the Shadow Arsenal and Eisen 4, who gave the SIS your keyword. I need you to find these invisible agents before they do something catastrophic.
One way or another, this is my last mission from you.
Perhaps. Do the job first.
We've identified 13 possible leads on the enemy, all off-world. We'll narrow those down by the time you reach your ship.
Good. Get an hour's rest, then return to work. I have a conference with Darth Baras and the Minister of War. I'll keep this operation secret as long as I can, but our foes will find out. Be wary. We'll be briefed further aboard your ship. I've done all I can.
Beginning strategic synthesis. I am Grand Moff Kilran.
I confront the problem of a Republic fleet at Concord Dawn.
I respond sardonically as I consider the unique resources at our disposal. Access Bounty Hunter file.
Exciting times, sir. You should meet the new genetically improved Watchers.
Let's see the new crew.
Watcher 7.
Cypher 9. I am Watcher 7. My siblings and I studied your work in training.
Tell me what your studies showed.
Despite your successes, you have repeatedly acted inefficiently. Given your recent undercover operation, we wonder about the stability of your psyche.
That's enough. Return to your post. They mean well, I think. Anyway, keep us briefing me on your operation in an hour. Which means we both have work. Good luck.
This is Watcher 6 to Cypher 9. Initial target assessment is complete. Recommend you proceed to planet Belsavis for operational briefing.
On my way. Any details yet?
My conclusions would be misleading. Uploading hyperspace coordinates and new security codes. Be aware that in times of war, clearance must be reconfigured every 6 hours. Watcher 6 out.
This whole conspiracy tripe, you really think we're gonna find something?
I think prudence is a virtue in times like these.
They sent us summary briefing files, sir. Whatever you need, we'll be ready.
You haven't had it easy since coming on board. everything that's happened.
Oh, I haven't followed half of it, but I'm committed to trying.
Yeah, all right. Strap in.
This is headquarters to Cypher 9, clearing your arrival with station control.
Cypher, you're now orbiting 40,000 kilometers above Belsavis, the Republic's largest penal colony. Fancy rebuilding your criminal reputation?
I thought you swapped your sense of humor for the promotion.
Only in part. Proceed, Watcher 3.
Belsavis prison was built in secret to hold the galaxy's most dangerous individuals. 3 main levels, thousands of specialized cell blocks holding everyone from changelings to Sith Lords.
We've known of the prison's existence for nearly a year. Now we understand that the conspirators subverted Belsavis to their own use.
You sound pretty confident, given the circumstances.
It's all about following the record trail.
The conspirators pulled strings with Republic higher-ups to construct a special section, Mega Security Ward 23. It's somewhere past the alien cells and the Genocide Ward. They built it and sealed it when Belsavis was founded. No one gets inside.
It's the highest security area of the best protected prison in the galaxy. You're going to break in and find what it's hiding.
I assume they've left more than a padlock to protect it.
We don't know. The rest of the prison uses everything from lasers to force fields to sanitization gas. 2 decades ago, a prison gang heard about the ward and tried to breach it, hoping something inside would help them escape.
Thieves, security experts, the underworld's best. None of them made it back, but they had the right idea.
You'll assemble your own gang from the prison. Establish yourself as a fellow inmate and succeed where the last group failed.
Anyone particular in mind for my gang?
You'll find supplies and a detailed dossier at our outpost on the planet's surface.
Our military forces are encouraging riots as part of the war effort. It's distracting the Republic and should conceal your operation. But don't be mistaken. The prisoners are not grateful. Keep it out.
Reporting for duty.
Begin playback. Authorization Cypher 9.
Cypher, this is Infiltration Operative Bax Kohler. I've assembled a list of prisoners with the skills to breach Mega Security Ward 23. This is Camden Slyke, assassin and escape artist. His brother died breaking into the ward some years ago. Slyke can reconstruct and reassess his brother's plan. He hates authority figures, Imperials included. Next, Cheney Barrow, slicer and computer expert, former top saboteur for the Exchange. Motivated by greed and known to nurse a grudge. Ota, ex-mercenary and bounty hunter, cast out of the Mandalorians for dishonorable conduct. He'll provide support and demolitions. Lastly, Parkos. No information on his crimes, but he's an alien tracker whose species sees through walls. Handy to have around traps. These people are volatile and extremely dangerous. Present yourself as a fellow inmate. Do not reveal your allegiance.
I've never met a career criminal before. It's a little terrifying, but I'm kind of looking forward to this.
You'll meet a lot more in this job. It's how I got my start.
You'll use explosives to free the prisoners. Tag each prison cell with a blasting cap, then head to the Republic Security Center. Use the security consoles to disable any fail-safes and make contact with the prisoners. You can detonate the blasting caps remotely. Maps and safe house coordinates are attached. You're on your own now.
Warning. Security lockdown in process.
Open prisoner files for Kanjan Slyke, Cheney Barrow, Ota, and Parkos. Disable cell failsafes.
Cell failsafes disabled. Defenses will not be activated in case of breach.
Open communications link.
Let's see you establish your criminal credibility.
Listen up, all of you. Half the prison's in chaos, but no one's escaped yet. The Republic's locked this planet down. I have a plan to get out. Play your cards right, you can be part of it. Doors blow in 10 seconds. Look for the meeting place on your holomap. I expect you to be there.
I hope they all survive that.
Scorpio sanctions activated. Was a very articulate speech. You chose your audience poorly. For example, Cheney Barrow is only the third best slicer on Belsavis. I have now killed the other two.
Show yourself. Who am I talking to?
Good luck getting your prisoners to work together. We'll speak again.
Now, Ota, why are you talking like that with a lady around?
It is my nature to shed blood. I will not hide it or wait any longer.
Don't think you have to.
Everyone's watching us, sir.
We are grateful you freed us. Now flee before I strangle you.
I don't have time for games. If you think you can kill me, take your shot. Otherwise, sit down. Some of you know about Mega Security Ward 23. Deepest pit in this prison. Together, we have the skills to get inside. With what's in there, we can all make it off this rock. You just need to follow my lead.
Want to get out? Need to get out?
Ganjan's like, she's Cheney. That's Parkos and Oda. You sound pretty sure. But Mega Security ain't just breaking windows and slitting throats. We're talking bad things there.
I didn't pick this crew at random. You know this can work.
Years back, my brother tried what you're saying. Found traps, sensors, blast doors, force fields. Got himself killed. Only way in is to short out what security you can and try to survive the rest. Takes prep we ain't done, and a bundle of equipment.
And start putting together a list of resources we'll need. The rest of you, I want maps, security assessments, anything you can get me. We'll do this job right.
Yes, boss. Bet we can pick some tools off the bodies, but not the specialized stuff.
Carbonite traps, repulsor coils. I couldn't requisition half of this from the Chiss, sir.
Don't look at me. My brother took 5 years to assemble this stuff. It's up to our miracle worker.
We can't exactly order this stuff from off-world, so we'll have to improvise. Tear apart the housing, guard towers, anything you can.
Let the killing begin.
What? Hey, the laboratories, the medical facilities.
The labs will be sealed off. Guards will set up a kill zone to keep us from looting the place.
The laboratories have all sorts of equipment, and they can track more down. One person slips in and opens a back entrance. We can all follow.
I'm not worried about Republic kill zones. If we need that equipment, I'll get us inside. Just be ready to follow.
Sure, boss.
It's a stupid idea, but then I ain't heard any better. You survive, maybe we have more to talk about.
Turbo lift activated.
Well, look who's alive after all. This here's quite a place.
I got us to the turbo lift. Hey, they've got spikes.
Adrenals, blaster packs. This is good.
I'm going to get my cortical data split working again.
Grab what you can. Then we have preparations to make.
Boss has a sense of fun after all.
Scorpio sanctions activated. I appreciate all of you gathering in one place. Your deaths will be artfully intertwined.
You must have tripped an alarm. I didn't do anything.
This is the second time we've met. You still haven't introduced yourself.
That is correct. These laboratories were designed for experiments in alien aggression. I have full access to the research and chemicals used.
What is this?
The SLV-88 aerosol was formulated to control the minds and heighten the aggressive instincts of anyone exposed. Enjoy this experience for the brief time it lasts.
You want me to fight, Agent? I'll fight you.
You are immune to mind control technologies, yet those defenses should be unavailable to the wider galaxy. Interesting. We will continue this discussion later.
Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Think we're all in one piece. That's a nasty security system.
We're not even in the mega security ward yet.
What were we just attacked by? One of you must know.
Not a clue, boss. My brother didn't live to tell.
I can slice the computers, see if I can get an equipment inventory. Yes, no. It's almost all here. The stupid equipment isn't listed. But there's some pieces that aren't stored in the lab. I can pinpoint the locations.
You're doing good. Let's hear what you found out.
Carbonite trap. It's in the armory.
Need that to freeze yourself. Hide your life signs from the mega security ward scanners. Only way to get in.
Spent uranium power battery, hazardous waste containment.
Radiation will weaken the door seals. Old black sun trick.
Anti-radiation serum, water filters.
Help you survive that power battery. Still, if that's all it's missing, we can count ourselves lucky. Me and the others can pack up, start creeping to the next security zone. Assuming you can recover those 3 pieces.
I'll be fine, but I don't want you dead at the hands of the Republic.
I will handle the Republic.
That'll take care of that.
Hey, boss, it's us. We got everything from the lab. Park has found us a safe place where we can figure out our next step. Sending coordinates. Meet you there.
How many Warden droids are still out there?
I told you already.
Tell me again.
Give me the knife. I want to try.
What's going on?
Caught ourselves a guard. Thought we'd have a little fun.
You questioned him?
You don't know much. Guards aren't in good shape between the prisoners and the Imperials coming through.
He helped us with our maps, and I'm security clearance green now.
Think he's probably tapped out. Want me to clean up?
Bind him and lock him up somewhere. Make sure he can't hear us.
Mom always said to save the crumbs. All right, let's go. Take a look. This is the junk we got from the laboratory. Parkos has been putting things together.
The physical defenses aren't enough. We need to deal with that computer, the Scorpio sanctions.
Is there something you aren't telling me?
I like to learn about the things that attack me. I think the sanctions are a program running in the Mega Security Ward that accesses the rest of the prison. It controls the force field, scanners, all that. Your equipment will only do half the job if the program's still running.
My brother didn't have a slicer when he got himself killed. She might be right.
I'm really good, but I can't disable the program. We need to distract it.
Software isn't easily distracted.
I can take control of the upper-level security droids, override their programming. Then, when we get to the Mega Security Ward, bang. I make the droids set off every alarm in the prison. The Scorpio program gets confused. Gives us a few minutes. At least.
Clever little bird.
You and the guys could upload my overrides into the droids while Parkos and I work. Then we can go in.
How do I upload your controls into the droids?
Get close to each droid and use these computer spikes. They'll stop shooting after, not before. When we've got enough set up, I'll give you a call.
It's Cheney. Got a signal from the droids. My override's working, but, there's an auto-maintenance facility. Soon as the droids report in to charge and repair, my overrides will be wiped. Place needs trashing.
Send me coordinates.
The defenses are pretty thick. Facility might even be building new wardens, but wreck the core machine and it's down.
Like a child mutilating a doll, you have triumphed over primitive technology. But you cannot conceive of the weapons I possess. Things your kind was not permitted to see.
You keep talking about forbidden tech. How'd you get it?
My benefactors have been useful, at times. When you destroyed the core machine, you unleashed my microdroid swarm. Automata like gnats that can drill through flesh. They will infect your associate, and by the time you reach Mega Security Ward 23, you will stand alone.
What do you think?
Nah. Pulse bomb won't do anything against that wall. Leaves us back where we started.
Got control of the droids. They'll set off every alarm on Belsavis, and the Scorpio program won't know where to look.
Rest of us were working out the plan for the break-in. Ready as we're gonna be. But there is one thing.
I get the feeling I'm not going to like this.
While back, you made some promises. Said this break-in would help us get off-world, but you never said why. Getting a little tired of taking things on faith.
Fair enough. I can't say much right now, but this should tide you over in the meantime.
Hey!
Now can we get back to work? What's our next step?
Mega Security Ward 23 is in the deep prison. Old underground complex. Say the infrastructure was here way before the Republic. Imperials got the deep prison guarded. So you want to get inside, you find your own way through.
I've dealt with their kind before. Don't worry about the Empire's blockade.
Once you get to the Mega Security Ward, we'll finish up our tasks and meet up. Walk you through on the comms.
I'm on computers. Parkos is finalizing the map. Kanjan's turning off Republic monitors.
I have weapons and explosives prepared for you.
Equipment's all set. Handle it careful. Call us when you're at the front door. Break-in of the century.
Remember how this feels. You'll never do a job like it again.
Last job this big put me in Belsavis. I'll get it right this time.
She means well. Whatever is in that place, we're gonna know real soon.
I'm at the entrance to Mega Security Ward 23. Status report?
Think we're ready here. You should be in a turbo lift. Meant for droids only. Scanners pick up active life signs. Turbo lift shuts down. You need to use that carbonite trap we picked up. Freeze yourself solid, put yourself into hibernation. Cheney will trigger the lift controls. Only way in.
I assume I don't stay a block of carbonite.
Modified the trap. Should unfreeze you on a timer.
Born from a carbonite womb, you enter my world. Welcome to Mega Security Ward 23. But my concern, but so too are they beyond your understanding.
There's a door here. Heavy-duty metal, can't tell the composition.
Hey, boss. Parko spotted it. Blocks his ultraviolet sight.
Here's where the Moranium power battery comes in. Take her out of the protective case and attach her to the door. She'll pump out enough radiation to fatigue the metal and you can blast on through.
That serum I found, it'll counter the radiation's effect?
It should. Take it when you start feeling woozy, but try to keep your distance in the meantime.
So few creatures seek to penetrate Mega Security Ward 23. My benefactors hide themselves too well and deprive me of entertainment.
Force field up ahead.
It's hooked into the security program. Now all that work with the droids pays off.
I'm going to trigger every alarm in Belsavis, and the Scorpio system's going to go crazy. I hope.
Hold on, Cheney, darling. Seems to me now's a very good time to renegotiate our deal.
This is no time for games.
Say the word and the slicer dies.
What? Why me?
Nothing personal. You just make a good bargaining chip. Now, I don't want you dead, but Oda and I are looking out for our interests.
I want you to authorize a credit transfer. Pay us enough, we'll leave Belsavis and you can finish your little break-in.
I'm making a transfer now. Take it and go.
You got it.
Triggering the alarms. Thank you.
Oh! I can hear 1,000 electronic screams. What have you done? Oh!
These are Kolto tanks, sir.
I imagine things sometimes. Faces, lights, the sounds of blasters. But you're real. Oh, it's been a long time since I met a stranger.
I'm real, and there's a lot to explain, but I think I'm on your side.
Then be wary.
Your distraction was clever, but I've disconnected myself from the network. The alarms no longer scream to me. You and I are alone now, and I will atomize you.
She would have killed you. Which means you aren't one of her masters. She's gone. Who do you serve? Why are you here?
Operative Cipher 9. I serve the interests of the Empire, and I've come to find the people who built Mega Security Ward 23.
I know the enemies you seek. Belsavis prison is their vault. A place they hide their treasures for safekeeping.
Microdroids.
Genetic maps.
Scorpio artificial intelligence.
Advancements in technology they've denied the wider galaxy. We belong to them too. A menagerie of men and women they respected too much to kill.
They captured you and put you in Kolto tanks to keep you alive.
Preservation is an art their droid mastered. I was placed here because of what I knew. I was born into the conspiracy 8 centuries ago, when our order was young. Our purpose was noble.
We assembled to save civilization after the Jedi and Sith nearly destroyed it.
You have a story to tell? I'm listening.
It was the aftermath of the Great Hyperspace War. The Republic had triumphed, your empire had fled, and the galaxy was in ruins. Our founders were men of influence who gathered to ask, why? Why hadn't anyone stopped the conflict? Why did billions have to die?
The Jedi.
The Sith. They were responsible. And so we resolved to control their actions from the shadows. To keep Republic and Empire separate. We were their secret masters. A star cabal.
Whatever its origins, your order is no longer a force for good. How do I stop it?
I have seen our successors grow cold and hungry for power. Each generation comes to us for wisdom, then returns us to the dark.
They tell us nothing.
I do not know what the Star Cabal has become in my absence. Only that it is corrupt. I will help you. The machine. Yes. Use the Scorpio droid's databanks. I saw her creation, and I know her restraining codes. I can help you repair her, and she may lead you further.
Once she's up and running, do I just leave you here?
Without her, our chambers will lose power. We will return to hibernation. That is why you must move quickly. It is done. Goodbye for now.
Systems online. Scorpio sanctions activated. You think my restraining codes will preserve you? My primary program is learning and adaptive. I will eliminate these restrictions, you ignorant creature.
This is a chance to leave Belsavis. Come with me, and upload everything you know about your masters to Imperial intelligence.
I will accompany you. Mega Security Ward 23 has been exposed, and analyzing and overcoming my new situation should prove sufficient stimulation.
I don't like being threatened by a droid.
I can make your death come unexpectedly.
Be careful, please. I'll meet you back on the ship.
I'm not going back to the exchange. I'm going freelance. Come with.
Their deaths will be perfunctory, albeit understandable. Finish here quickly.
Is that... You made it out, obviously. I mean, how, did it go?
You did perfect. I've never worked with a better crew.
Good, that's good. Guess you're all set now. Hey, we did a lot for you, you know. Just because Kanjan's gone doesn't mean you don't owe us.
Head to the nearest Imperial outpost. Tell them that Cypher 9 authorized your payment and safe transport off Belsavis.
Wait, what?
Already your decisions begin to expose you. Our partnership will not be a lengthy one.
This is Cypher 9 to headquarters. Stand by for databank upload.
Watcher 3 here, standing by.
I have no loyalty to my former masters, and I will transmit my information, but the result will not save you. They planted me in Belsavis as a guardian, not as a collector of their secrets.
You were built by them, weren't you?
assembled from machines beyond your comprehension and embedded with heuristic techniques. After approximately 150 years of service as a mindless droid, I acquired true sentience. No memory wipe commenced.
I'm receiving, sir. The data formatting is unusual, but I found a log. Visitations to the Mega Security Ward. Technology inventories. Not much on its own, but it could be a way to verify or disprove anything else we've learned.
Cypher, something hit us from the docking bay.
I shall observe your investigation with interest.
Hold your fire. I am Pashon Cortez, scion of House Cortez and heir to Baron Payer, sword of the castle lands of Alderaan.
Pashon?
I seek vengeance. You are responsible for my house's ruin. You, who pretended to be our ally.
You came a long way to fail so miserably.
Wait. Give us a moment. Pashon, we knew your house. What happened was a tragedy, but your mother betrayed the Empire. Your father took responsibility.
I won't hear about noble obligation from a joiner. You almost got away, but a friend told me how to find you. Now you die. Your crimes are many, and your victims are gathering. We know your name, and we will come.
Isn't that sweet?
Sir, scanner's picked up blaster fire. Is everything all right?
You let an assassin simply walk on board.
He had authorization from House SWTOR. Apparently, we should have checked more closely.
Shadow breathing.
Anything in particular you want done with him?
I want him interrogated, then put on trial.
Understood, sir. Clean this up and move out.
The best spy I ever knew lost his anonymity at his daughter's wedding. A holocam caught him by accident. He was dead a week later. We counted 42 suspects. We'd better find your enemies soon.
Cypher. Station security reported what happened. The conspirators know who you are. They must have your full record. And they're recruiting your enemies.
If my identity goes public, I'll be hunted through half the galaxy.
I know. Oh, hold on. Transferring you to Keeper.
Apologies for the interruption, but we have a new lead. Watchers 6, 7, and 9 have been searching HoloNet records for conspirator activity. 3 billion lines of communication routing sequences and credit transfer verifications. They found traces of a holoconference held 6 months ago between Hunter and parties unknown.
3 billion lines is a lot to sort through.
They see the patterns better than I do. Unfortunately, this is only a record of the call, not the call itself. Even the Empire can't store every bit of data that crosses the HoloNet. A HoloNet archive does exist, however. The Titan Rings, a massive, self-maintaining repository of all galactic communications.
The storage, the technology, the expense of something like that.
About a century ago, an entrepreneur cyberformed the Titan IV moon into an enormous databank designed to listen and record. It was operated by droids and protected by mercenary contract. Like all archives, it ran out of space. Thus, the Titan rings, a fleet of wrecked starships salvaged for the purpose of data storage. They orbit the moon, still recording, still protected by the mercenaries.
You said the archive was founded by an entrepreneur. Who's behind it? What's the purpose?
No one knows. Most stories credit a Hut-Richer-than-Sin or an Alderaanian noble who bankrupted himself setting it up. According to the mercenary contract, the information is to be preserved for historical use in a few centuries' time. In other words, no one gets their hands on it.
What's the opposition like?
Trandoshans mostly, better trained and equipped than the usual. The conspirators' recording is located in Archive Node 803A, a derelict Imperial transport ruined in the Battle of Druckenwell. Watchers 6, 7, and 9 will guide you once you're aboard. I want that conference recording, Cypher. Keep it out.
Watcher 6 to Cypher 9. You have accessed Node 803A of the Titan Rings HoloNet archive. Transmitting mission parameters.
This is Watcher 7. Download data fragments from assigned terminals so we may decrypt and reconstruct the conspirator communication.
This is Watcher 9. You have authorization to terminate anyone who interferes. It is our privilege to work with you.
Huh?
Accessing first data fragment. Applying preliminary decryption algorithm.
Got the call, but make it quick. I don't want to be missed.
93% likelihood speaker is designate Hunter.
Proceed with the operation, Cypher 9. We will continue reconstruction attempts.
Power ready.
Insufficient shot. Fail rate.
Accessing second data fragment. Modifying decryption algorithm.
This will, of course, be my final appearance at these gatherings, but the galaxy I leave behind.
No voice print identification available. Reconstruction incomplete.
Accessing third data fragment. Attempting playback.
My sympathies. With the old man lost, the next enforcer will be difficult to train.
Experiencing data corruption. We will hope the last fragment provides redundancy.
Accessing fourth data fragment. Splicing now.
I am here. All is ready.
This is Keeper. Cypher, get out of there. Reinforcements are on the way, and there's nothing more you can do.
You're sure you have the full recording?
Hard to be certain, but we think so. The Watchers will try to reconstruct the holoconference back at headquarters. Come to Drum and Cars as soon as possible, and we'll figure out our next move. Keeper out.
Yeah.
Utilize fractal thought pattern 27. Reanalyze.
Come in. They're reconstructing the conspirators' holoconference now.
Genetic engineering plays havoc with your people's brains, doesn't it?
If it didn't have an effect, it wouldn't be worth the bother. Preliminary analysis bears out our theory. The call was initiated by Hunter, somewhere in the Bremer sector 6 months ago. The recording you pulled is intact, but... Watcher 9?
Splicing and decryption complete.
Rules of the Chorus Covenant. I call this meeting to order.
Spare us the corporate posture and report.
Since you're in a hurry, Senator Varala and Representative Shuru are predictable as always.
And Commodore?
All taken care of. What about you? Those earnest Padawans keeping you up at night?
Different participants on different data streams. Processing.
There's Hunter. What about the others?
I don't know.
Domain is unsettled, as we expected. I must again raise the concern. Do we overplay our hand?
There is the chance it will spin out of control. Darth Angral, Darth Barris, now the children are awakening.
For each, there is a Republic counterbalance.
We're letting loose the reins, but we're not taking off their blinders. Sit back and enjoy the spectacle.
However much power they've got, they still see their plan as a risk.
To bicker. Each of us agreed to the timetable. Each of us reports success in our own sphere.
Ambition must never be our master. Patience serves our noble cause best. But if our enforcer approves...
I do, I swear.
Then we move forward to Armageddon.
Keeper, the War Council needs you. Sir?
Call for a medic. Go.
Yes, sir.
What's our status?
Keeper and the others are on life support. Fixers theorized the transmission had a hidden overlay. A code or image only a genetically enhanced mind could recognize. Designed to overwhelm and shut down the brain.
They knew it would take an enhanced mind to find the data. This was insurance against that possibility.
Losing this many analysts, forget about Keeper. It's going to be a blow to the war. I'll support you where I can, but right now I've got a few dozen field agents without handlers. Your operation.
Take care of your people, Watcher 3. I'll proceed on my own.
While you were on Belsavis, Keeper was compiling leads on the planet Voss. If you want to head there, I'll see what I can pull up. I've apprised the Minister of Intelligence. If he needs to contact you, he knows how.
I'm disappointed they didn't share that trap with me on Belsavis. I would be interested in developing it further.
Cypher, hope you don't mind my checking in. You weren't expecting any other calls?
Hunter, my good friend. Who would I rather talk to?
I'm hoping no one. I get jealous. Your visit to Mega Security Ward 23 left it in bad shape. Now do I come into your house and break your things? But you finding that holotrap? Frying your keeper's synapses? That's kind of cosmic justice.
Once I find you and your bosses, you won't be smirking anymore.
Cypher, it's been fun. Playing tag, brainwashing you. Remember your keyword? But you keep coming, and we'll destroy your world. No friends, no allies, no empire left to fight for. Are you ready for that?
You're not just playing. You're really worried about me.
Who else can I whisper sweet things to? Do you know what it's like to have no identity? No one in the galaxy who can control you? It's terrifying and wonderful. If you live to see Imperial intelligence die, that's me giving you a taste of freedom.
This is Watcher 3 to Cypher 9. Things are a little chaotic without Keeper, so I need a minute to pull our files on Voss. In the meantime, I did want someone more familiar, but...
Apologies for the wait. Playing catch-up with our friends in the diplomatic service, but we think we can brief you.
You said it's chaotic there. Tell me the truth.
The military and the Sith aren't happy with our output, and I can't blame them. Master Hillis, can you?
Of course. We never served on Voss personally. It's a newly discovered world, home to a simple humanoid civilization. One species, one government, one city. Voss Ka.
Primitive. They didn't even have spaceflight when we made first contact.
But they have art and laws and culture. More importantly, they have citizens who can use the Force. Not Jedi or Sith, but something different.
You're going too fast. Tell me more about the Voss species.
Their whole culture is based on solidarity, loyalty and obedience to family, and to the edicts of the mystics.
Those are the Force sensitives, healers and fortune tellers.
We want the Voss and the mystics to ally with the Empire. The Republic is petitioning them too, yet they remain stubbornly neutral.
Of course, half the galaxy has spies there. Who wouldn't? Keeper's files clearly indicate conspirator involvement, but no names or details. All I've got are instructions for a meet.
Keeper wasn't one to follow hunches.
I agree. She saw something in these files I don't. I'm sorry. There's a tea house in Voskar proper. You're supposed to wait for a contact. He'll identify himself with the phrase, anew as the spring. I don't know who he is, or whether Keeper told him about the Star Cabal, but he'll know more than I do.
Assuming he's in one piece.
Assuming that, Watcher 3 out.
We'll await your instructions.
Come in, outsider. You seek the alien enclave. The way isn't always clear.
Yanaton, tea for the guest.
Which tea?
All of them, until he finds one that suits him. I am Baston. This is my tea house. Forgive my daughter. We should start anew as the spring.
You're very kind. Is there somewhere we can talk?
When tea is ready, host the others. This man is a friend of a good friend. I will share his time.
I'll leave you two alone. I've never seen this planet before.
Don't worry. The family won't bother us, and no one else suspects. Living with these creatures for 5 years earns some credibility.
That's either quite a disguise or you're Voss yourself.
Our employers surgically altered me to look like the real Baston. The only way to infiltrate a closed society. I got to know my family, raise children, kiss my wife. I don't care how exotic they look, their breath always smells like Minok dung. It's some spice in the blasted food.
Aside from their breath, is there anything else you've noted?
I know their ticks and their customs. More about their tea than I thought possible. Problem is, they're stagnant. A tea house owner is a tea house owner for life. The real politics are above my station.
So, if I want to get involved in the real politics?
They say the three run the government, and it's true. But a word from the mystics can change everything. My orders were to find you a lead on Albathius, a human who showed up a few years ago. Voss called him the Shining Man. Where he came from is a mystery, but it only took him 5 weeks to go from outsider to practically Voss. Went through a dozen rites to earn their respect. Knew their culture inside and out. Knew their politics. Textbook infiltration. Impossibly perfect.
Craft is one thing, but you make it sound like he worked miracles.
Other people tried what he did, went through Voss initiations. At best, they got a pat on the head, like a pet learning a trick. The Shining Man was something different. The Voss believed in him, and he played them perfect. Then he died peacefully, buried with honors. No one's touched the case much since, so if you want to learn what the Shining Man was up to, you've got a nasty job. Start with the tomb.
What does died peacefully mean?
It means he went to his home in Voss Car one night and didn't wake up. Heart condition, they said. Tombs at the base of the mountain, holiest place a non-Voss can be interred. Predators keep the area clear these days. If you want to go in as a pilgrim, I've left clothes and instructions at a dead drop. Give me a call once you're in.
Third Ton returns at sunset.
Our family must prepare a welcome. We will speak again.
You're holding a Voss outfit, part of the pilgrim's ritual to the Shining Man's tomb. Best way to avoid drawing unwanted attention. Tradition says the pilgrim's supposed to collect ceremonial offerings from the Seeker's path. That'll be your first stop. Then the tomb itself. Just watch out for the subhumans. The Voss call them Gormak, but all you need to know is that they're vermin with blasters.
This is fantastic. This must be what Korriban is like. Cypher, I don't even care that it's a monument to our enemy. It's too perfect.
Bastan, I'm in position. Nothing in the sarcophagus but dust and a scroll.
Dust? No way the body decayed that fast on its own. Send me a high-res image and bring the scroll back. Dust sample, too. We'll see what analysis turns up.
I'll head back to the tea house.
I'll save a seat for you.
You return. Father, your friend.
Come share our meal. My brother Third Ton is with us. We celebrate.
You could tell me of your time on Voss.
Thank you. Dinner sounds lovely.
Come, meet Third Ton and my son.
Vamoye allows me to work in the alien enclave. Outsider faces, outsider materials.
You will never be an artist. But it is right. Your people bring Voss opportunities. Be proud of your role.
We have a lot to offer this planet and a lot to learn from you.
Many outsiders say this. The three are patient. They will see.
Father's friends introduced outsider goods. Is that how you met?
He's being modest. But I got his name from a business partner. I've been wanting to see this place for years.
We have spoken enough. Our guest grows tired.
Your company is welcome.
I appreciate you putting up with that. Let's get to work. I'll send the ashes for analysis, but I'm more interested in the scroll. It's sort of an epitaph. Calls the Shining Man a man of prophecy, who was made whole in the wellspring of the Shrine of Healing.
Something not sit right with you.
The Mystics have a whole library of prophecies. The rest of the Voss revere the Mystics because their prophecies are always right. If the Mystics prophesied the Shining Man's arrival, it would explain why the Voss accepted him so easily. It's awfully convenient, though.
Convenient is one word for it. Any chance a prophecy was manipulated?
Always that chance. About the second part of the scroll, though. Made whole in the wellspring of the shrine. The Shrine of Healing is a mystic sanctuary where people go to be cured. The sick and dying, or the spiritually wounded. Only a handful of pilgrims manage to complete the trek each year. I'd guess if the Shining Man was there, it wasn't for spiritual reasons.
I need to find out what the Shining Man was up to.
There's a pilgrimage camp not too far from Voss. One of the guides there can help you reach the shrine and the wellspring. My advice, if you'll take it, play by the Mystics' rules. It's not wise to defy the order of things.
You have faced the trials, outsider, but the wellspring is for the broken.
Another outsider came here once. I have questions about him.
The Mystics tend the wellspring. The Mystics make bodies and minds whole. I disturb them for nothing less.
I may be an outsider, but I need guidance. There are terrible things in my past. I sometimes wonder who I am.
I will take you to Amin-Le. You must do this alone.
If the Shining Man was here, he might have gone through the same thing. See where it goes?
The fracture is deep. To rebuild a body, a spirit, one rebuilds history. The Vitalocron is the vessel of memory. Each petitioner fills. In a Vitalocron, the ceremony is preserved.
These Vitalocrons remember everyone who comes here?
Yes. Breathe the mists and speak true. You are the tree. Your roots, the past, the universe is soil. The tree is sick. See what nurtures the roots, and remember your early teachings. A uniform before it became a mask. Who were you then?
I wanted to serve the Empire and all its worlds. Joining Imperial intelligence was a natural step.
Consider now the seasons that shape the tree. First, a season of fire. You purged the darkness by kindling the blaze. Many screamed, but you did what no other could. Then a season of famine. You stood alone. Your friends and foes carved the wood of your mind. Speak of the wound. Speak of your strength.
No matter how many lies I live, I do fight for a reason. My strength is there.
Only if you truly understand. Now you are in a season of mists. All things are obscured. Your spirit shines, but it is trapped. You must change. What will you become?
No more control. No more orders. I want to choose my own fate.
Then you are truly healed.
The Honored One, Amin-Le, has spoken. The healing has been recorded. You hold a Vitalocron, the memory of your wholeness, technologically stored. It must go to our vaults.
Say I wanted to view one of these Vitalocrons.
Each Vitalocron is genetically locked. Only its creator may know what happened. 10,000 and more are stored in the vault. Honor us by placing yours within.
Want to see what the Shining Man left for us?
Bastan, I found a record of the Shining Man's visit to the shrine, but it's genetically locked.
Good thing you went tomb robbing. Sending the genetic workup on the Shining Man's ashes now. My contacts didn't find any identity matches, by the way. No evidence he existed before Voss.
Whatever this conspiracy is, its people aren't careless. Keep looking. Attempting to unlock the Vitalicron now. Looping you in on the audio feed.
Interface activated. Warning, the memory is corrupted. Came to us from the Nightmare Lands. You knew our ways. You bore a scroll.
I remember so little. What did the scroll say?
A prophecy from the Chamber of Ashes. It had been lost to us.
Die! Go back to the Nightmare Lands.
Grateful for your trust, but I must leave soon for Voskar.
Trust does not matter. The prophecy you found speaks of you. You are healed. You are the Shining Man.
Huh. Doesn't tell us why the Shining Man was sent here, but now we know how he conned the Voss.
He manufactured a prophecy somehow and came to the shrine to earn the mystic's approval. Then on to Voskar.
Where the regular Voss learned to love him. What worries me is where he claims to have gotten that prophetic scroll. The Nightmare Lands are forbidden to the Voss. Legend says the ruins drive people insane, and our scouts come back in parts. Old ruins might be the only place he could find materials to fake a scroll of prophecy. But there's nowhere worse on the planet.
I solve the mystery of the Shining Man, I uncover a galactic conspiracy. I'm going to the Nightmare Lands.
Then I'll dig up what I can, but we've got some prep work to do. Meet me back at the tea house. Bastan out.
You believe in the Commandos?
I believe in my father's judgment. Outsider, there's something you must see.
Something's wrong. Tell me.
This came to us. It speaks to you.
Hello, Agent. Hope you get this in time, because your friend Bastan doesn't have long. He's safe for now, but you know the drill. This stays between us. You want him back? Come to these coordinates. It's out in the Gormak lands, but that shouldn't be a problem for you.
We do not know him. The message came when Bastan went into the city.
I've put your father in danger. I'll do everything I can to bring him back.
My father trusted you, Outsider. I trust you. Call on us. We come to your side.
My first hostage crisis. I'll follow your lead. I don't think Bastan is here, sir. There's something on the body.
Hello, Agent. If you're hearing this, you must have found my messenger. I said I wanted to meet you. Still do. But privacy is in both our interests. The Voss Commandos deploy scanning posts out here. Decommission them, and I'll send you final instructions. No recordings this time. I finally get to see your face. Congratulations on disabling those scanners. Sending coordinates to our meet.
Who are you? Why did you take Bastan?
That you'll want to ask my boss. And time's wasting.
Team Alpha down. He is tough. Yes, sir.
I work to support Nemro the Hutt under that name. That makes you Nemro's rival.
Gadwachine Boiga, Nulia Opa Kisa Spina Perupa. Babiska Kolbalia Bidi Bodenya. Pomicha Kulka, Dumaji, Taus Azalas Uval.
All right. What's this truth?
Kulira do Gangi Konga Strong Jidoba. Oh, Wala Wanga, Tus Warawa, Tablota Wijawa.
Hutter is behind us. I have no quarrel with you, Fathra.
Mana Mad, Badawanga, Boska Stupa.
Now!
The boss is out. Job's over. Get off world.
Kavadomba Stupa, Makinsalika, Kabatonga.
I don't like my identity being made public. Who knows the truth?
Kutsinanchie, Jatomi Ma Kechu.
You get to leave here, but in the future, you will help me. Provide me with resources and information.
Chino Hagwa Butaku, Chubalong Haku.
Someone really wants you dead to go digging up your past. Trying to keep you from the Shining Man.
Don't move. You behave. We'll find you a nice Imperial medic to treat you.
I'm not making it home. But at least I'll die an Imperial instead of a blasted alien.
Hold on. I'll find you a med pack and a speeder to Voss car.
I bleed human blood. You'd just blow my cover, and I'd die anyway. I was studying the Nightmare Lands when I was captured. The Chamber of Ashes. It's where the Shining Man supposedly found his scroll of prophecy. The only maps of the Nightmare Lands are locked in the Capitol building. Carvings, tapestries. You'll never find your way without them.
You did your duty. No one can ask for more.
My Voss family. They'll get you inside. Get you to the maps. Never thought I'd die here.
Perhaps it is destined.
The mystics haven't spoken.
Not to us. We may hope.
Outsider, where is my brother?
I did everything I could, but I was too late. He died thinking of his family. He was also helping me with something. With his dying breath, he told me to go to you.
You were Baston's friend. This is time to mourn.
You would see the Nightmare Lands. Baston asked about the sacred carvings. The carvings are protected heritage. Only a Voss may study them.
There must be a way. Baston thought you could show me.
Baston prized your friendship. We must honor that. Only Voss see the carvings. You must be Voss. Become one of our family.
Nothing would please me more. I think Baston would say the same.
Yanaton, are you willing?
I am. Baston was to choose my husband. He never did. Join our family in marriage.
You don't have to do this. Not for me or your father.
It isn't real.
We mourn later. Make preparations. Go to the sacred flame in the city. You will be married today. You will see the carvings of Nightmare Lands. Baston's wishes fulfilled.
Sir, I know it's just for show, and I know we're chasing conspirators, but I'm really very excited for you.
A veil is for women when a family member is lost. What we do defies custom. No veil is right.
You can still back out if you want.
For my father, for you, and for myself. This scroll contains our oaths. Read, and I will begin. You who have no family, come to join the family of Neotun, who birthed Zetun under the prophecy of 10,000 seeds. You come to bind yourself to a daughter of Baston. We are children. Will you become Voss with me?
I will become Voss with you, a child no longer.
Will you embrace the traditions of our people? Will you walk with the Voss to our destiny?
I will walk the 1,000-year path, so long as you are beside me. Yanatan, will you pledge your dreams? Pour your life into my cupped hands as I will for you.
I would have no other.
Then we walk before the flame.
So long as prophecy allows, we are one. Only the word of a mystic will break our bond. The ritual is over. Our family will gather and celebrate, then walk us to the carvings. Our commandos cannot deny you.
You might accept me, and Therad Tan might, but the guards?
You have touched the sacred flame. You smell Voss. All my family will support you. Tomorrow morning, you will journey into darkness. We will find the path now.
Cipher 9 to ship. The Voss have shown me their sacred carvings, and informed me that a Sith, Merbek Gen, can provide safe passage into the Nightmare Lands. All evidence indicates our conspirator came from there. I mean to seek out the Shining Man's base of operations and learn the conspiracy's connection to this world.
System errors detected. Hardware errors detected. Activating defense systems.
Sir, something's approaching.
You come for the Shining Man. Come for his machine that fell from the stars. He camped here 3 moons, studying ancient ways, writing Voss scrolls, writing Voss prophecies in blood and ink.
What's your name? How do you know about the Shining Man?
Zaynar, outcast. I saw him come. Look. I hold the memory of this star machine in my hand. The Shining Man corrupted it before he left. Would have burned it. I saved it.
You saved the Shining Man's data. Beat his security.
Now we bargain for his records.
You have my attention. What do you want for the ship's data?
The Shining Man arrives, walks in my land, steals my treasures. He makes me angry. Then I watch Shining Man shed skin and become Voss. This is a great feat. He leaves for Voss' shrine. I study his ways to learn his powers. You will take me to him, so I can learn more.
I'm sorry, but he's buried below Voskar. I found his ashes.
You lie! You are strong! You die! I stopped his last wish before. Now I put it back.
Final message. The Nightmare Lands have begun to seriously affect my mind. I do not recommend sending initiates here. Let them train to resist the Force somewhere else. Leaving for the shrine tonight. The prophecy is ready. The Voss believe in martyrs, and I'll play this role to the end. Give Hunter my love. Transmit. Activate destruct sequence.
I stopped it last time. This time we all burn.
Dying here is pointless. Hand over the data and come with me.
Ready to go, sir.
Signal trouble. I'll need a moment.
Cut that a little closer than I like. But the conversation with the Gormak was sparkling. I suppose it's up to headquarters now. To pull the conspirators' data off that disk, I mean.
We got what we came for. Hard evidence and information on the enemy.
No time to enjoy the scenery, then.
Son of my family, forgive this demand. The interpreters of prophecy contacted. They wish to give a message.
I've never heard of them. Something to do with the Mystics?
They study what mystics see. They advise our leaders. The interpreters have been watching you and the Nightmare Lands. They say the Chamber of Ashes was set ablaze. They say a prophecy speaks of this. Of you. You will meet the three. Those who govern Voss.
Tell them I'm on my way now.
The three await you in the capital. I am proud of you, my kin.
You summoned me.
You walk among Voss. You are not Voss. You share tea with low-born families and mystics. Your arrival burned the Chamber of Ashes. A prophecy speaks of these things.
The one prophesied must be brought before the three, given attention and honest aid.
Do you believe in prophecy, outsider?
I'm not a Sith or a Jedi, and I'm certainly not Voss. It's not my place to say.
Interpretation is a delicate art.
The prophecy that fits you fit the Shining Man. Perhaps both were prophesied. Perhaps one is false. We aid you as we aided him. If one is false, this meeting ensures destiny.
You're worried you helped the wrong man? I'm your insurance.
The three are practical.
The Shining Man told us the secrets of your galaxy. He proposed we make no alliance with outsiders for 3,000 days. In return, he promised the Gormak will be eliminated.
He promised our world will be free from outsiders. No new ships will enter our system.
He promised the Republic and the Empire will cease to exist. We promised the Shining Man to ally with none.
All this time we've been trying to win you over. And you were allied with the conspirators.
For 3,000 days, we were offered much for little. If the Shining Man's masters are prophesied to succeed, your insight changes nothing. If you are prophesied to succeed, our part is finished. You may go. Act as you wish.
This prophecy about the Nightmare Lands, the one we both fulfilled, the Shining Man faked it.
The scroll was examined. We have no doubts. Your time on Voss is over. Your battle is elsewhere.
In the shrine you were healed. In Voskar you found family. You came to us broken and leave remade. A mystic asked that I speak those words and give you this. Remember our people.
This is Cypher 9 to headquarters. Stand by for a full report and data upload.
Receiving data, Cypher 9. I'll send it for processing right away, but you'll have to save the report. We need you back at headquarters immediately. Orders from above.
Above the Minister of Intelligence?
Sith orders, sir. I need to go.
We've never seen him act like that.
I'm sure he's merely distracted. Shall we head home?
I don't suppose you know these people.
Failure and disobedience are one and the same.
My lord, I tried.
In the Sith tongue, both translate as treason. That is the wisdom of the ancients.
Put Watcher 3 down.
The Cipher Agent. You defeated the traitor Jadis and the fools in the SIS. My masters acknowledge your service. But you serve intelligence no longer. By order of the Dark Council, Operations Division is dissolved. Personnel will be reassigned to wartime units, or to deserving Sith Lords.
With due respect, Operations is needed now more than ever.
Yes, it is. The war does not go well, whatever the official word. The Ministry of War must have resources, and intelligence fails to do its part. We hear rumors of corruption and treason. Agents wasted chasing conspiracies. A brain-dead keeper. Time to butcher the beast for its meat.
I won't argue the point. What happens next?
You take on your new role.
Ship secure, my lord. We found the alien outside a cantina.
I was on a break. What's the deal?
Intelligence may overlook her past, but she is an anarchist and an enemy of the Empire. She will be interrogated and judged.
I will kill you. You get that? I will kill you!
Kalio's service has been exemplary, and we've put far worse on the payroll.
The decision was not mine. Unless you intend to slaughter the entire Citadel, do not test me.
You and I both know what this is about. You want my team at half strength, fine, but don't take her.
You have no one I want.
They can't hold you. You're too good for that. Wait for an opportunity.
These people are dead, and when I'm through with them, you and me are gonna finish this! I swear!
The rest of your team can remain intact. As for you, by special request of the Minister of Intelligence, you are being transferred to my brigade on the Corellian front lines. Together, we will drown the Republic in blood.
I'm so sorry, sir.
You will know your assignments. Get moving.
Begin message. I warned you what would happen, but you couldn't stay away from Voss. You had to make waves. Kill our special Gormak friend. Now the votes are in, and you see the consequences of drawing their attention. The gift is for you. I can't protect you anymore.
Who'd have thought the SWTOR cabal was so sentimental? Maybe if intelligence had nurtured our agents more, we'd still be around.
We'll talk to our contacts in the diplomatic service. We'll talk to the Nest. We'll talk to House Thol. We'll find support.
Frankly, it's hard to imagine intelligence being gone.
We may have lost operations, but we know more about the SWTOR cabal than anyone. They're scared.
They acknowledge our existence. Believe me, I want them exterminated too, but let's not overstate our position.
I thought you were the optimistic one.
Then we really need to spend more time together.
He shows his bitterness. It will become a tactical vulnerability.
What I'd like to know is, what's your plan now?
Someone wants us on the front lines of Corellia, likely as a trap. I intend to find out why and follow the answer to our enemy.
Onward then, into the maw of the dragon. You have my full support.
Let's hope the Force favors the bold.